What is up, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's football preview video. You're just in time for our first video of the Spanish La Liga season. So please join me as I talk just a little bit about the Madrid derby that is kicking off this Saturday on the 27th of September at the Metropolitano Stadium in Madrid. That sees Atletico Madrid host Real Madrid in what is sure to be a spicy Madrid derby. We start off today's video here with the home side being Atletico Madrid. Now, the last 5 fixtures for Los Rojiblancos have ended in 2 wins, 2 draws, and then 1 loss. Atleti's last match was a 3-2 win at home against Rayo Vallecano that they left very, very late. And it has shown in these last 5 fixtures that Atletico Madrid are actually struggling away right now. The first player that I think I have to talk about for Atletico Madrid has got to be Argentine centre forward Julian Alvarez. In 6 appearances, Alvarez has 4 goals and 1 assist. And when I look at him, I see that roaming centre forward for Atletico Madrid. Julian Alvarez is very good at making runs off the ball, trying to break the opposition back line, and then taking advantage of his speed and whatever space he has to be able to score brilliant individual goals. Creatively for Atleti, I want to talk about French second striker Antoine Griezmann. In 7 appearances, Griezmann has no goals or assists as yet, but when I look at Griezmann, I see a player who's got great potential to play that playmaker role. Antoine Griezmann is blessed with tons of creativity. He's able to just create these stylish passes, and he's got the flair to be able to run with that ball and slice an opposition defense apart all on his own. Defensively for Atleti, I want to talk about Slovenian goalkeeper Jan Oblak. In 7 appearances, Oblak has 1 clean sheet, but he has conceded 10 goals. He's usually a very good defensive goalkeeper. Jan Oblak is strong, he's solid, and he's capable of pulling off some very, very incredible individual saves. Tactically, for Atletico Madrid, coach Diego Simeone will want his team to remain defensively solid and then attack the opposition on the counter-attack. To that end, I think we will see Atletico Madrid lining up in a 4-4-2 formation. Up front, I think that strike duo will probably be Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann. Those two players have great chemistry with one another, and it shows in their performances on the pitch. The midfield at Atletico Madrid is very physical and aggressive. Their main goal is to just win back possession and then switch to playing on the counter as soon as possible. Atletico Madrid also look to defend in layers, obviously your strike duo, then your midfield 4, and then your back 4. But this team is always very, very hard working and always very determined to go home with all 3 points. Okay, on to the away team. Now, for Real Madrid, the last 5 fixtures for Los Blancos have ended in 5 wins. Real Madrid's last match was a 4-1 win away at Levante earlier this week. And so far, it's been a clean sweep for this team. Real Madrid mean business this season. The first player I have to talk about for Los Blancos has got to be French centre forward Kylian Mbappe. In 7 appearances, Mbappe has 9 goals and 1 assist, and he too is that roaming centre forward. Kylian Mbappe likes to make those early runs, uses his pace and his close control to be able to just slice an opposition defense to ribbons and score tons of goals. Out wide, partnering him up front, I think I want to talk about Brazilian left winger Vinicius Jr. In 7 appearances, Vini Jr. has 3 goals and 3 assists, and he operates as an inverted winger on that left wing for Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. has tons of speed, tons of creativity, and the close control to be able to turn a defense inside out, going either out wide to deliver even crosses or cutting in and taking shots on his own. And finally, in midfield for Real Madrid, I want to talk about Uruguayan central midfielder Federico Valverde. In 7 appearances, Valverde has 3 assists, and when I look at him, I see a typical box-to-box midfielder. Fede Valverde has tons of stamina, he's got a phenomenal work rate, and he brings so much to this team as a utility player. He's able to play pretty much anywhere in Real Madrid's midfield setup. Tactically, for Real Madrid, coach Xabi Alonso will want his team to play attacking football at all times. It doesn't matter whether it's possession or counter-attack. And to that end, I think we will see Real Madrid lining up in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Kylian Mbappe is going to be leading the line, and then I think on those wings, we'll probably see Arda Güler at some point, but definitely Vinicius Jr. from kickoff. Real Madrid have so much utility and so much creativity in their team. Players who can play so many positions, pop up anywhere on the pitch, and just be a threat. Even the centre backs can score from open play. The attacking style of Real Madrid is quick, fluid, and always purposeful. Their clean sheets are nice, but for them, they know that if they concede goals, they're able to outscore pretty much anybody in world football right now. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 verdict. Now, the last 5 editions of this Madrid derby have ended in 3 draws and then 2 wins for Real Madrid. So it's been a very, very painful fixture for fans of Atletico Madrid. However, if we look at those last 5 fixtures between these two teams, something that is obvious here is that there's been no clean sheets in the last 5 fixtures. And I think that guarantees us at least 1 or 2 goals in this fixture. If we look at the league placement right now, Real Madrid are leading the way in first position with 18 points, while Atletico Madrid find themselves 8th with just 9 points. In terms of injuries, Atletico Madrid will have to do without some very important midfielders, particularly Jose Maria Jimenez. For Real Madrid, Los Blancos continue to be haunted by the defensive issues that they've had since last season. And now they'll be without defensive trio Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ferland Mendy, and Antonio Rudiger. But the returns of Eder Militao and David Alaba have already made a world of difference to this team and how they perform on the pitch. I think the midfield is going to be a very aggressive place in this fixture. We're going to see players from Atletico Madrid like Conor Gallagher and Koke who are very aggressive and physical when it comes to winning the ball back. But Real Madrid have physicality and aggression of their own in players like Tchouameni and Camavinga. I think what's also been very obvious in Atletico's season so far is that Los Rojiblancos have been very, very poor away. And they'll be very, very grateful that this fixture is being played at the Metropolitano Stadium because they have been undefeated at home so far. Both teams have centre forwards who are on form. Julian Alvarez picked up a hat-trick for Atletico Madrid against Vallecano, while Kylian Mbappe scored a brace for Real Madrid against Levante. I think, though, another thing that is glaringly obvious, if we look at the goal scorers for both of these teams, is that Atletico Madrid have become very dependent on their front line to save them at times. They're looking to these players to get the goals, and then they're not remaining as defensively solid as they usually do. And that's why we've seen Jan Oblak concede so many goals. I think Atletico Madrid have a lot of work to do, both offensively and defensively. I think when you look at Real Madrid, this team plays with a kind of confidence and freedom of knowing that everybody poses some kind of attacking threat. So if Real Madrid go down 1-0 or 2-0, they never give up because they know everybody here can score goals, can make a difference, and every game is salvageable right up until that final whistle. I think that's going to be the difference here, is not Atletico Madrid's fighting spirit, but the sheer volume of quality that Real Madrid have in every position on that pitch. My score prediction for this one is going to be Atletico Madrid 1, Real Madrid 3.